Today I want to talk to you about how to grow your business without spending any money. Now you're probably looking behind me and going, Matt, what are you doing in this video? The lights are not 45-degree angle. You see the reflection off the board. One's taller, one's smaller, all the rest. This all reminds me when I first started my business. I was doing really well. And as I started to grow, people came around me and started saying, Matt, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'll give you an example. Someone told me, man, you got to do a Facebook Live every day. You've got to post 3 times a day. I mean, you've got to spend X number of dollars to make money and all this kind of stuff. And all that might have been important, but it got me distracted. It got me off my game a little bit. Let me encourage you today. You don't have to spend money to grow your company if you stick to your vision. Now, if we don't know each other, my name is Matt. I'm the owner of Stafford Senior Solutions and the founder of the Senior Referral Academy. Would love to get to know you. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Let's get into it. How to grow your business without spending any money. Okay, how to grow or expand your business without spending any money. First and foremost, you need clarity of vision. You need to understand who you are and what you're trying to achieve. If not, you're constantly going to be chasing your tail. You're constantly going to be looking at others and what they're doing. Now, there's some merit in reverse engineering what other companies and other people have done and trying to mirror those certain things. I fully get that principle. I adhere to that. But when you're trying to establish your 6-figure home business, you cannot constantly be doing that. You're going to be wasting time, and time is money. And I mean time. When you get your idea, you move forward. If you don't understand who I am and what I do, and you've watched some of my videos, you fully understand that I believe that time is of the essence. You cannot delay any longer trying to get your message out, getting your product out, getting your service out. You've got to do it immediately. It's no time like the present. But you got to have clarity of vision. You got to fully understand who you are and what you're trying to achieve. Because if you do not understand that, and I'm telling you from experience, you will get distracted in certain ways. You will have people come along your path that will try to give you good advice, and it might be good and it may not be good, but they're going to be offering you certain things like, hey, you need to do Facebook Live every day. You've got to do 3 posts a day. You've got to get on this certain social media channel, and you've got to, go knock on doors, or you've got to spend money here. And they all got advice, but I'm telling you from experience, it's got to come from here. And how it comes from here is you being the owner, the founder of your company. You've got to have clarity of vision. If you don't, it's going to be a slippery slope for you. You're constantly going to be looking at what others are doing and listening for advice, and constantly going to, certain teachings on YouTube or other channels and trying to figure out what they're doing. But it comes back to clarity. It comes back to who you are. And that is the foundation. When you start there, you can start growing your company without utilizing any money. The second thing you need to do to grow your business without utilizing money is exercise a high level of commitment. Now, we talked about clarity of vision. We talked about the importance of that. I didn't go into a how-to of that, but the importance. I assume you know how to do that. If not, you and I can have a conversation later about that. The vision was right here. Its conception was born within you. The high level of commitment, you've got to pull it out now. You've got to pull it out and do it now. There's no time like the present. I deal with people all throughout the country, training to do what I do, and some that are not as successful have put time in between when they receive the vision to do what they want to do to the time of implementation. They're stretching this thing out so wide, it's taking them so long, they're ruining any momentum they've had, any joy they've had doing this business. Now they're starting to doubt whether they can even achieve it because they put so much time there. You've got to move and move quick when you want to do your business. So the clarity of vision, but then the high level of commitment. Let me give you a couple examples of that. Each morning I wake up, here is a get it to done list. Here's an unreasonable goals, targets, what I'm going to do for that particular day. And I do this every single morning. I visit sometimes in the evening before I go to sleep at night. And what it does is it puts me on track for that particular day to know exactly what I need to do. Because what happens is, especially with entrepreneurs, people that work out of their home are notorious for doing this, is they'll say, well, I'll do that tomorrow. I've got plenty of time to get that done the rest of the week because I got other things I've got to accomplish first. No, there's no time like the present. Get it done now. And it takes a high level of commitment to do that. I'll give you another example. Every month I have what's called Stafford Enterprises, and this is in March 2020, an MDL. Okay, it stands for must do list. This is a must do list. And I've got down here some different, here's like $45,000 of total income. This is 10 students in the Senior Referral Academy, talking about RCFEs, all these different things. Some of this you may not understand, but I've put this right on my desk. My desk is right here beside me, over there with my computer and phone, and it sits right there because I'm able to look at this each and every day, and I'm able to track what I'm doing for that particular week, that particular month. And I judge myself, and I have a Excel spreadsheet on my computer that talks about the different things that I'm doing, and it talks about the different clients that we have, our goals, and all that kind of thing, and I map it out. So I can go over that with you if you like as a different day. The third area, in order to grow your business without any money, again, we talked about clarity of vision, we talked about commitment. Now it comes to the all-important area of courage. You've got to have the courage to go out and do what you got to do. And again, some of you are going, Matt, this is a no-brainer again. It goes way beyond what you're thinking. Courage is not being afraid to tell people what you're doing, not to be afraid to take risks, not to be afraid to go ask for help or be resourceful in some way. You've got to have courage to grow your business, and that doesn't require any money. That just requires you standing up for what you're doing and letting the world know what you're doing. Now, how you can be courageous is ask the big ask, okay? ASK, ask the big ask of people. That would be a great way to exercise courage. Take somebody out for a drink, meet them somewhere for a coffee, and ask them something. And bring value to the table too, okay? I'm not trying to be selfish and just all about you and all about me, but bring something to the table. But it is the big ask of what they can do for you, and that's how you can become resourceful in that way, okay? Also, what you want to do is make sure you're networking with people, and that comes with a big ask, but that's usually with some people that are very influential that you perceive in your community. You network. You need to be able to get out and tell people what you're doing and make that part of your daily routine. That's being courageous. As an entrepreneur, there's too many people that are, and you've heard me say this in other videos, sitting around in your underwear doing nothing, or just sitting at the computer researching, or hoping things change. And maybe you had a great week. And this is really bad for entrepreneurs. When they've had a great week, oftentimes they want to slack off at that point. Do not slack at that point. Exercise a high level of commitment, the second step, but then get even more courageous, even more bold to proclaim what you do in the community for people that you serve, and get that all out there. So that's the three things: clarity of vision, commitment, and be courageous, and you will not look back. You will be successful. None of those things cost a dime, but a lot of entrepreneurs I talk to don't do all three of those things. They don't have clarity of vision, or they don't exercise a high level of commitment. They think they do, but as you get to talk to them about their week and how many hours I'm working, and maybe how many hours they're working, and all what they're doing during their time and their spare time, they're maybe not exercising as the highest level of commitment. Make that commitment to yourself first, and then make it to others, and that's going to bring out the courageous spirit in you to bring your business to a whole nother level. And I hope that you take these three concepts, these three things that takes your business to a whole nother level, and you get to be successful in doing what you're doing and blessing your community.